Okay, this is a little different than I normally do. I have been determined to give you an opportunity to see how the silhouette works. And so I'm trying to get it to print, and it's not printing, so I thought I would take advantage of it. What you see in front of you is, it's called the Silhouette Design Studio. Okay, it's a product that you download so that you can get the Silhouette machine to work, which I will show you in a minute. And if you remember, there are the cards that had the yellow flowers on them, and I said I was going to put a picture up in the corner, on the other corner. In fact, the little black squares are already there on some of them. And so the flowers have come to the point in the garden where I wanted them to. So basically, I went in, I copied that in, and these squares are 2 by 2 1/4. Okay, and then I can actually like come over here after I get one of them on the screen and tell it to fill the page and duplicate. All right, then we go over and tell it we want it to send. Okay, and see the red line? All right, and these squares up in the corner. The first thing we're going to do is send this to print, which I think it just decided it was going to. It's been very hesitant to do this. All right, I have an HP Smart Tank, which is obviously taking its time. You know, this is like the equivalent of watching paint dry. I don't know why it's taking it so long to do this. It's been like this lately. Neat. Okay, so that's in the process of printing, so it'll finish up here in a minute, I'm pretty sure. All right, so this is a Silhouette Cameo 4, and these are the sticky mats. And basically, after I have printed, there will be something up in the corner called a registration mark, and I will lay it on here and tell it to go, and it will cut those out. Right, now why don't I just cut them myself with the guillotine? I use this to help with my mask making. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and yell at the printer. Okay. All right, now I'm going to set this down. This is nowhere near the way I usually do this. But if I don't set it down, there's no way that I can get this on straight. Okay. All right, so where is this taking the picture? Well, that's really awful. Okay, so there's what it looks like, and that little black square up in the corner. Okay, I'm going to set this so you can hopefully watch. All right, and then I line that up, and I press that button. And this is connected by Bluetooth. What it's doing is measuring now the page. And that's a blade that's moving. So this machine, I can actually, I can put ink pens in here and it will write multiple copies of things. I can buy certain kinds of blades. In fact, I bought some. You can basically cut chipboard. You can etch glass. So it does a lot of things, but mostly what I use it for is this. a Cricut, which is the brand that you see out there more frequently, the Cricut does the same thing. There is a design program you learn how to work through, and then you run it from a computer on the design program to a printer, and then put it on the Cricut in some way. I have thought about getting a Cricut. I don't know that I really need one. Okay, and then I can take that off. And actually, I learned from somebody that the best way to get these off is to peel them, turn it over, and peel them this way, because if you peel them the other way, they tend to curl. Okay, so in that amount of time, I have 8. All right? Okay, so the send program C is saying that it's registering, and you can hear it in the background doing the same thing we just did. And I can tell it what kind of paper I'm working with. I can, I like the no cut aspect means that it doesn't go in and try to cut out all the little pieces of the flowers. I was like pointing at the screen, like you can see my finger. Okay, so otherwise, if I had certain kinds of designs in here, it would cut around those. There's a learning curve as always, but this has been a really helpful machine for me. Okay, I'm getting ready to put this together. I also wanted to show you, all right, so this piece, all right, and what I will do later, I will cut down through here and save these strips, okay, because I don't know, it's just the kind of thing that I do. Or I can toss it. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's take the microphone has been working really well, but I'm on this phone, but I just want to make sure. Okay, and so what we can do now is add this here. And there are 5 of them, and then this finishes up these 5 cards. I wanted this picture because this is kind of at the center of the garden. Okay, sort of. I don't know. That yard out there is so big. I'm going to start posting a set of garden walk videos just so you can get a better feel for how big it is. David and I don't remember if I've done this told you about this in the videos or not, so I'll just add it. David originally did irises, and I asked him the other night why he stopped doing irises, and he said that it's been a while. They used to bloom on Mother's Day. That was the big bloom, and we would have a bunch of people over to walk through the garden and see all the irises. But there was some kind of a worm, a borer of some sort, and some kind of disease that he started having trouble with, and he was losing them. And the other thing was then, in order to refurbish the garden, because we went through the same thing with roses. He tried roses for a while. But his dear friend, Steve Wonderly, who has since passed away, Steve bred daylilies. And so he really got David into buying different kinds of daylilies and ordering them from different places and going to meet other people who bred daylilies. And then whenever Steve would breed a daylily and it didn't work out right, David would end up with it. And that worked out really well. And hopefully on the back of the card, if you receive a card and you're watching this, hopefully on the back of the card, I intend to be able to put like the name, because this daylily has a name like Fancy Flower, not Fancy Flower, Dancing Lady or something, and I can't keep track. But it just really, they all have names. And in the case that they were bred two different flowers bred together, that information is out there in the yard. Okay, so that's one of the ways that the silhouette saves me time. That's the exact same way that I create these. I put them in the design program. I tell it I want a little white, white space around it. I send it to the printer, it prints it, I put it on the silhouette and it cuts it out. Okay, kind of brings you up to date. And so those 5 are complete, and the other 5 that we did in green are complete. And did I do anything else that I haven't shown you? Oh yeah, these were, I don't know if I showed you. Yes, I did. I showed you these. These were the other Happy Summer cards. So we're really coming right along. And probably shortly there'll be another one. I think we've had, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got 4 more over there. 18. We're running a little bit behind, but we'll get caught up here shortly. Okay, thank you. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't obligate you to do anything, but it does help me get the videos pushed out to Operation Gratitude, which is my overwhelming, always close to my heart goal. Thank you.